The best method for easy hair removal for women is a very asked question depends on many factors. During the summer season, when wearing short clothes and bathing suits, every woman should be perfectly depilated, but also throughout the year. It's no secret that over the course of a lifetime, women spend a fortune on hair removal. There are many different methods for removing unwanted hair. And what every woman should do before deciding on any of them is to research which method will suit her best. Unwanted body hair is something that we all deal with, and we can make it easier if we find the most appropriate way for our skin. Some methods are more effective in smaller areas, while others are more suitable for larger areas. Some are more expensive, some cheaper. There are methods that have a longer shelf life, but there are some that you will have to repeat very often in a very short time. The list we have prepared for you in today's article will hopefully help you decide what is best for you and your skin. Laser hair removal. This method is very common and especially popular because of the permanent removal of hair in the bikini area. Some women only need 6 treatments to get rid of unwanted hair forever. With one treatment, about 20–30% of the hair is successfully destroyed. And the number of treatments depends individually on the strength and density of the hair. Treatments are performed every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how fast the hair grows. In some cases, the distance can be even greater. The hair removal procedure consists of a controlled action of light that destroys the hair root and prevents it from growing back. Although this is a relatively expensive method, it is recommended primarily for women who have very pronounced body hair. This will sometimes cause psychological distress. This method of hair removal is quite effective in women who have dark hair. Feeling of pain. The feeling of this method is similar to tingling. So it's more of an inconvenience than real big pain. After epilation, sensitive skin must be noted to receive a temporary pink color. Permanent epilation is one of the non-invasive methods, and the treatments are really very fast and extremely effective. Hair removal with an epilator. All women with sensitive skin should do a test first. Epilate a smaller area. Use scissors to cut the hair to a length of 2–3 mm, dry the skin, apply talcum powder to lift the hair, and only then can you start epilating. Repeat each movement in several directions so that you can get more accurate and best results in hair removal. Feeling of pain. The more often you epilate, the more you get used to the feeling of pain, and it will not be a more serious problem. However, if you feel uncomfortable too much, then the best solution is to rub the skin with ice cubes. Waxing machine. An electric waxing machine is a great way to remove unwanted hair. This method guarantees that the hair is removed from their roots, which in turn slows down their growth and at the same time shortens the hair. The biggest drawback of this method is the aggressiveness of the series of razors that rotate and hit your skin, so there may be side effects such as skin irritation and redness. The day before using this method, be sure to peel the skin and wax the hair in the opposite direction of growth. Depilation wax. This is one of the most popular methods for women to remove unwanted body hair. The results of waxing are really long-lasting, unlike some other methods. Depilation wax. After waxing, the next treatment may be needed only after about 1 to 2 months, depending on the type of hair you have and the speed at which they grow. This method is painful, but the pain is often exaggerated because the truth is that removing each strip of wax takes only a few seconds. Aside from the pain, another downside to waxing is that the hair needs to be at least half a centimeter in size to be successfully removed. This waiting process can be tedious and a little tricky, especially if you want your skin to be constantly smooth. Waxing with sorbet. This depilation is one of the oldest known methods of hair removal on the body. It is considered an Egyptian method, in which sorbet, which is prepared from sugar, honey, and lemon, is used instead of wax. The method of use is the same as with wax. It is not recommended to do it at home, because you can easily get burnt. Although slightly more painful than regular waxing, it is still more effective. If you have more sensitive skin, this method is better than wax, because it has a less abrasive effect on the skin. Shaving in a classic way to remove hair. Shaving is probably the most common method used by women to remove hair. Women usually shave their legs and armpits, while men regularly shave their faces. Shaving is the fastest and cheapest compared to many other methods on this list. But it also brings with it a number of inconveniences. Shaving usually needs to be practiced every day in order to keep the skin smooth. The razor blades cut the hair obliquely so that the new growing hairs sting and irritate, and also look blacker and thicker compared to naturally growing hairs. Because of this, many people think that shaving will cause more and stronger hair to grow, even though it is a myth because it is not, but it just looks like that. Shaving can also cause internal hair to grow, which can sometimes be painful. Hair waxing cream. Waxing creams are full of chemicals and destroy hair, but only those that are on the surface of the skin. It is used so that the cream is applied to the hair and after only a few minutes it is removed with a cloth. It is very important to use the cream according to the instructions on the package because improper use can lead to damage and chemical burns on the surface of the skin. Waxing creams usually have an unpleasant odor and are sometimes not as effective on coarser fibers. Hair waxing cream. The most common mistakes in removing unwanted hair. It is even worse when, despite all the effort, you do not get the desired results. Hair that appears after shaving, wax residue, and redness can really irritate and drive you crazy. Well, you certainly want to know how to properly remove your hair and avoid all these awkward consequences. The following are some of the most common hair removal problems, so it's best to remember them and avoid them. You choose the wrong method of hair removal. Although there are countless hair removal methods available today, not all of them are suitable for everyone. It is important to pay attention to the reaction of your skin with each method. If you notice irritation, it is a clear sign that you do not like the method, and that you should choose another method. Before you start removing hair, apply a small amount of depilatory cream, wax, or sugar paste to a small area of skin. Wait about 5 minutes, and if there is no itching or any irritation, then the method is fine and you can use it on your skin. Shave while taking a hot bath. If the skin is exposed to too much steam or hot water for too long, it begins to swell. Because of this, the hairs are not well visible and then it becomes harder to completely remove them. In this case, hairs usually remain after shaving. It is best to shave after bathing, after giving the skin time to return to normal. Improper hair removal. When removing hair with wax or sugar paste, the direction of removal is very important. Waxing. Apply the wax in the direction of hair growth. Remove in the opposite direction. Sugar paste waxing. Apply the paste in the opposite direction of hair growth. Remove the paste within the direction of hair growth. Do not peel. Before waxing, it is best to peel the skin. This will remove dead skin cells and make your hair roots look better. Just do not peel just before waxing. It is best to do this the day before. After peeling, be sure to apply a cream or lotion to the skin. You do not prepare the skin properly. If you remove hair with wax or sugar paste, You need to clean the skin well beforehand. This way you will protect yourself from possible potential infections or irritation. At the same time, you will make waxing much more effective in removing unwanted hair. You remove the hair too early. Remember that hair is easily removed when it is not too short. The easiest way to remove hair is when it is about 6 mm long. If they are shorter, you will not be able to catch them well, so you risk being injured. If you use sugar paste, then you can remove shorter hairs. At the same time, too long hairs are not always removed well. The mixture or wax can get tangled up and stay on the hair, so if they are longer, it's best to shorten them first. Improper skincare after waxing. It may seem like a good idea to put oil on your skin after waxing, but avoid doing this. Some oils can have a negative effect, clog pores and worsen irritation. It is best to apply aloe vera gel or a special skin-soothing cream after waxing. Also, avoid swimming or bathing in hot water, about 1–2 days after waxing. Grown hair is a negative sign. Growing hair is a sign that you are doing something wrong, improperly waxing. The cause of the hair becomes thinner and it is difficult for the skin to break through, so it begins to grow inwards. There are many reasons for the appearance of ingrown hairs, and some of them are listed above. Using oils, shaving with a blunt razor and frequent shaving can cause ingrown hairs. To avoid them, prepare the skin well for waxing. If you shave, it is best to do it with foam or shaving gel. After any hair removal, take care of your skin, and do not wear synthetic or tight clothing. Waxing methods and their disadvantages. There are several methods of depilation, but you must know that not every method gives successful and desirable results. The important thing is to choose the one that works best for you. 1. Depilation cream. With this depilation of the skin, the hairs are removed quickly, but only superficially. Depilatory creams slow down the growth of hair to some extent, but their biggest drawback is the excessive amount of chemical elements. Hair removal cream. Depilatory creams should avoid women with sensitive skin. 2. Wax. It is best to wax during the menstrual cycle, and the days before menstruation are considered the most painful when waxing with this method. This waxing destroys the surface layer of the skin, so if you have a problem with the capillaries, it would be best to avoid this waxing or use cold wax. It is best not to expose the skin directly to the sun before going for waxing and applying a nourishing vitamin body cream. 3. Waxing strips. The disadvantage of this method is that you cannot always remove the hair evenly. By using depilation strips, you can easily get a messy look on your skin, which doesn't look very nice. 5. Egyptian waxing. The disadvantage of this method is that this process is more time-consuming than, for example, waxing. If you haven't tried it yet, it is recommended that you do not try it yourself at home, but ask for instructions and help from someone who has used it before. Before exposing the skin to depilation, it is important to prepare it well with various peels and creams that will give the skin softness. This will prevent unwanted redness and irritation of the skin and achieve the desired results.